Dubai, the most luxurious place in the world.
Her viral delivery room dance.
Did you see my baby mama dance? That wasn't yesterday. No, that was 4 years ago. There's still a whole life, a real, authentic, fun life that's happening behind the scenes.
Oh, you thought it was over? Think again. South Park is back on the prowl, and guess who's on their radar again? Yep, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. This time, the royal duo might be bracing themselves for a second round of animated humiliation, and it's all thanks to Meghan's viral, wait for it, twerking video. Hollywood's rumor mill is in full spin, and if the whispers are true, Trey Parker and Matt Stone are about to have a field day. Let's go back a little. Remember when South Park took a no-holds-barred shot at Harry and Meghan in February 2023?
It was a lot to take in, wasn't it?
I thought it was. I honestly, genuinely had to go to her page to make sure it had.
That infamous Global Privacy Tour episode, it tore into the couple for demanding privacy while simultaneously being everywhere. Books, documentaries, interviews, Meghan waving a respect our privacy sign while also releasing bombshells left and right. It was brutal, biting, and so painfully on point that viewers didn't know whether to laugh or cringe. Fast forward to now, and the internet's begging for a sequel. You won't believe the suggested title, Respect Our Pregnancy. And why? Because Meghan just posted a video of herself twerking in what looks like a hospital room. Yes, really.
Isn't it true, sir, that your questionable wife has her own TV show and hangs out with celebrities and does fashion magazines? What are you suggesting? Well, I just think some people might say that your Instagram-loving wife actually doesn't want her privacy.
Meghan, in a styled, polished, maternity-themed setting, doing a TikTok-worthy twerk to empower women. That's what she says it's about. But social media had other ideas. The clip was chopped up, memed to oblivion, and plastered everywhere. People didn't just see a Duchess with moves, they saw gold. The kind of gold South Park melts into savage comedy. And with a new South Park season on the horizon, the timing, chef's kiss.
Away from them! They're everywhere! In my face! Look, Kyle, we just kind of don't care about some dumb prince and his stupid wife.
Paramount's playing coy. Their statement to Mail Online, we don't have any confirmed detail to share. Translation, we're totally cooking something up. Fans online are already creating fake storyboards. One person wrote, Meghan Markle twerking while yelling respect our pregnancy is peak South Park content. Another added, faux home birth live stream with Harry reading spare mid-contraction? Sign me up. Sounds insane, right? But that's exactly why it works. Meghan and Harry have become predictable parody material. From Netflix specials to Meghan's overhyped and underwhelming confessions of a female founder podcast, every move they make teeters between PR stunt and late-night punchline. Let's talk about that podcast for a moment. It launched with all the bells and whistles, buzzwords, visuals, Meghan in full glam mode, and then it crashed. Numbers tanked. Within weeks, it was being outranked by the same critics who've called them out repeatedly.
Drool Meghan. Honestly, not even the creators of South Park could have come up with something this gross.
You don't need much imagination to see where South Park would take this. Harry pitching his next book to a puppet Oprah, Meghan designing a twerk and tell maternity fashion line, all while live streaming brunch and screaming at the press to give them space. The satire practically writes itself. This isn't just comedy, it's commentary. South Park shines when it shows us our own absurdity. Meghan and Harry used to be viewed as brave escapees from a rigid institution. Now, they're the faces of contradiction. Their need to control the narrative while staying in the spotlight has made people tune out and laugh instead. Meghan's response to all this? The usual polished PR script. On a recent podcast, she said she'd keep empowering and creating. But even her most loyal fans are struggling to buy into it now. Empowerment through twerking videos, that doesn't feel like advocacy. It feels like a marketing campaign. And that's what South Park devours. Fakeness. The show thrives on dissecting performative personas. So of course fans are begging for another episode targeting the Sussexes. Because this isn't about one video, it's about the endless chaos coming out of Montecito. Take Meghan pulling the plug on her own podcast. The official statement said it was about prioritizing her business. But let's be real, it was tanking. The pivot felt more like a desperate dodge. Meghan's defenders claimed it was a success. But come on, if you're preaching authenticity, don't sugarcoat a flop. That's just inviting more backlash and more parody. The people are over it. Over the drama, over the curated chaos, over the royal dropouts who swapped Buckingham Palace for brand deals. If a sequel to Worldwide Privacy Tour really does come, you can bet it'll be even more savage. Because now, there's just so much more to mock. More contradictions, more staged vulnerability, more overpolished PR, and seriously, has there ever been a couple who scream "leave us alone" louder while standing under the world's brightest spotlight? Wah, 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 wah. Casita man, keynote, vesanuras, and jinde. Respect our privacy? Nah. Try respect our pregnancy, but only if it airs on Comedy Central at 10 p.m. because in today's world, South Park isn't just a cartoon anymore, it's a scorecard. So yes, Meghan's maternity-themed dance video, it didn't just go viral, it detonated. Fans were losing it. South Park needs to do this, they cried. It's too perfect to ignore. The video showed Meghan dressed in activewear, glowing and curated as always, bouncing to a beat in a hospital-themed set. Cute? Maybe. Empowering? That's what her team said. But the internet wasn't feeling it. Most found it cringy. And the loudest voices? They didn't just want memes, they wanted South Park. And here's where it gets juicy. Trey Parker and Matt Stone, they live for this kind of content. Public contradictions masquerading as liberation, that's their bread and butter. Meghan twerking while demanding dignity, it's the kind of delicious irony they've built careers on. And social media delivered. One user quipped, Meghan giving birth on livestream while Harry negotiates a new book deal, respect our contraction. Others brainstormed fake episode titles like The Royal Rebirth, Privacy Label Force, and of course, Respect Our Pregnancy. And Paramount, South Park's network home, not denying a thing. When asked about it, their statement was classic PR dodgeball. We don't have any confirmed details to share, which is basically code for we saw the video, we're on it. Let's not forget their last hit, that Worldwide Privacy Tour episode. It was savage. Meghan and Harry gallivanting across continents with respect our privacy signs while they sold memoirs and streamed docuseries. Everyone was laughing because it was so damn accurate. Now add the twerking clip to the mix. That's pure satire fuel. Imagine it, Meghan launching a lifestyle brand called Womb and Wellness, dancing through pregnancy metaphors on TikTok. Harry joining in to promote spare-themed baby onesies while co-hosting a mindful fatherhood segment. Yes, it's absurd, but so is their real life. That's the problem. They've crossed from reality into parody territory. They're doing South Park's job for them. And Meghan's latest project, that flop of a podcast, Confessions of a Female Founder, it was meant to be her big bounce back. Instead, it spiraled down the charts faster than Harry's approval rating in the UK. The content was sleek, scripted, and ironically, totally lacking in authenticity. Meghan framed the show's cancellation as focusing on her business, but behind the scenes, it was bleeding listeners. No traction, no buzz, just glossy noise. Which again is why South Park is circling back. They don't just mock, they spotlight the pattern. And Harry and Meghan, oh, they're the poster couple for performative branding. One day they're building an empire of truth, the next they're spinning flops into empowerment narratives. Meghan's podcast got dragged, she called it a pivot, no one believed her. Q Parker and Stone, let's paint the scene. Animated Meghan, mid-twerk, surrounded by branding experts and doula influencers. Harry live streaming a chakra alignment for the baby while negotiating a Spotify deal. Oprah FaceTiming in a giant respect our pregnancy banner flapping in the background. Ridiculous? Yes. But when your real life decisions already read like a parody, what even is too far? The tragedy here, once upon a time, people believed in Harry and Meghan. They had the sympathy, the support, they were seen as brave for leaving the royal family. But now, they're just influencers who forgot how to log off. Meghan's empowerment mantra has become a meme. Harry's identity is a revolving door. Soldier, podcaster, environmentalist, spiritual guide. People aren't connecting anymore. They're cringing. And guess what? Satire steps in where sincerity fails. That's the brutal truth. Meghan says she's building something real, but the twerking clip, it didn't show strength, it showed strategy. It wasn't about womanhood, it was about viral moments. And now fans are counting down for South Park's comeback because the real Meghan and Harry saga has gone from Duke and Duchess to disaster and disbelief. Let's not act surprised. Meghan's podcast bombed. The Spotify deal collapsed. The documentaries aren't trending. But what is trending? Animated memes, twerking gifs, royal parodies, and South Park is listening. You think they won't go there? Please. This is the same show that animated Tom Cruise in a closet and portrayed the Queen in some of the most brutal scenes ever drawn. Meghan's video is tame compared to what they've done before, and with all the material Meghan and Harry keep handing them on a silver platter, you bet they're getting cooked again. Fans are already scripting it. Meghan crying in slow motion, Harry tweeting wellness quotes, a placenta named Archer Womb floating across the screen, Oprah narrating their birth documentary Chapter Womb. You can't make this stuff up, but South Park can. And as for Meghan's supporters, they'll say it's misogyny, that she's being unfairly targeted. But the truth? South Park doesn't parody women, they parody hypocrisy. Meghan and Harry's brand is bursting with it. They beg for privacy, then drop confessionals. They criticize the press, then schedule interviews. They launch a podcast about authenticity that sounds like a corporate ad. And now, Meghan's twerking with a pregnancy bump while asking to be taken seriously? South Park doesn't even have to write this script, Meghan already did. In the end, the message is loud and clear. Respect is earned. If you keep trading yours for content, don't be shocked when the world laughs back. But Meghan and Harry wanted to reshape the monarchy. They wanted to reshape the monarchy, and instead they turned themselves into reality TV characters. And now, South Park's animators have their pens ready, and Meghan's viral moves may just be the punchline of the year.